Welcome to Finn Tries to Vlog. I know it's been a couple days, but yesterday I was busy with work and we also had company over, one of Megan's friends and Kelsey, and we played Cards Against Humanity and hung out and it was really fun. It's about 11:45 right now and I'm just photoshopping. And I got a Mustav in to see me. He followed me in when I went out to breakfast, and now he keeps trying to get my breakfast, my tasty sourdough toast, my sun-kissed, yep, healthy breakfast right there. And then that is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman, and that's the book I'm about to start. Are you licking me, cutie pie? As you can see, I've actually got stuff in here. All my movies and books and desk stuff. It's really hard to film one-handed. And yeah, my bed's all set up. And hopefully I'll get the rest of my clothes put away. Today I'm just planning on finishing up working on this new poster. And unpacking. Because today's Monday and classes start on Wednesday. So, woohoo. Yeah, so what I'm working on is a revamp of one of my earlier posters. I don't know if any of you remember my Just My Imagination poster that I did last year. I did it July 26th of 2012. That's when I finished and posted it. And that one was hang on, he's moving my mouse. This one, which is pretty cool. I was very proud of it. Would you quit trying to get my toast? Stop trying to get my toast. Come over here. You're the one who wanted to come see me. You have to deal with my rules. Yep, so the premise for this one was Claire, played by Jennifer Lawrence, is a new girl in a new city, and but yeah, growing up her parents didn't really have time for her, and they kept moving around a lot. I mean, her parents did care for her, but they had their careers, and sometimes they just weren't the best parents, though they did love her. And so she didn't have many friends, but she had this imaginary friend named Colin, who is played by Tom Hiddleston. And of course, she grows up and she actually gets friends, and so she doesn't really see him anymore. And then when she moves to her new city, then one night when it's late, she gets accosted by people who are not very nice people, let's just say. And then suddenly he shows up and rescues her, and she's all like, what the hell? This is my imaginary friend. And she's all like freaking out because suddenly he's real and other people are seeing her, and trying to figure out what's real and what's not. And it was just really cool, and I was really proud of it. And so I posted it. And then last year, somebody reblogged it, and they were like, oh, this is the best news ever. Okay, he just knocked over my shelf, because it was not up properly, you little dumbnut. But, yeah, so I posted it, and one person reblogged it, and they were like, oh my god, the Strangled that I need this is like, oh my gosh, I need it, and it's really great. And then she would go back and reblog it, and be all like, oh gosh, I still need this reblogging until it becomes a movie. And I was like, oh my god, somebody really likes my thing. And so I was just I started kind of stalking her blog. And then she mentioned a college. And I was like, hang on, that's my college. She's like, oh yeah, I'm at this college and blah blah blah. And why don't they have this here? And I'm all like, did you stop that? And I'm all like, hang on, I think she goes to my college. I don't really have many friends right here. I've only been here a month and my roommate seems to be too busy for me. And I'm like, oh my god, So I sent her some frantic messages, and I was like, oh my god, let's be friends. Hey, I think you go to my school. I would like to meet you because you're awesome, and I appreciate you liking my poster so much. And so, can we be friends? And then she was ignoring them, and I thought it was because, oh, okay, that's just too much. Turned out she didn't know how to use her inbox. And, and, she was like, oh my gosh, I would love to meet you. Hey, can I bring my roommate along? And I'm like, sure, because apparently the two of them would just talk about the story about, oh, Colin being imaginary friend, wouldn't that be great? And I'm like, oh. And so I met them. And then the next night when I saw them again, they basically kidnapped me over to their house. This house, and they said once my contract was up with the dorms I was living at, they would love for me to live here. And now here we are, almost a year later, and I've moved in with them. I moved in with Tumblr buddies, so that's why just my imagination as my poster is so important to me, because I just came up with the idea out of the blue, like it wasn't one that someone commissioned for me, and because of that, I met my roommates and I actually had friends, and so it's like, look, Tumblr friendships in real life. I literally moved in with friends from Tumblr, isn't that cool? So I'm working on this revamp of it because it's been over a year since I posted the poster, and I would like to celebrate that because Mandy and Megan just mean a lot to me. Schmeckle the dinosaur, and Silent Little Jig. They are really sweet girls, and they were just so great for taking me in, and been really good friends this past year. And they introduced me to other friends like Kelsey, and I just so Tumblr is literally extremely important to me because it's how I met my roommates. Because I posted a poster and they liked it. So don't be afraid to befriend me. I mean, not everyone will live where I live or be going to my college, but you know, you never know. And see, that was the original. That's the revamp because Mandy has actually come up with an actual plot to write it as an actual book, which involves, like, it's so cool. So, yep, there we go. That's my little story about just my imagination and how I met my roommates and why Tumblr is awesome. Okay. Mustav, what are you doing? Okay, bye.